Hey everybody, I just want to talk to you today real quick about the proper tools for detangling your hair after washing it. Okay, so the first tool we want to talk about is the wide tooth comb. I feel like these are the most commonly used these days. You can find them anywhere. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or expensive. So wide tooth comb, there you go. The second one we're going to talk about is a pick. These have been around a long time. Some people may think they're old school, from the 80s, whatever. They still work good. Super easy to find, inexpensive. I still use one fairly often. I feel like it helps maintain a lot of volume in my hair. So this is a pick. All right, so first I'm going to go over the pick and the wide tooth comb, how to use them. They're used basically the same way. You always want to start at the bottom of your hair and work your way up to the top. If you start at the top, if you start combing or picking at the top of your hair when it's wet and tangled, you just kind of run into a wall of tangles and it's a lot harder to get through. So you always want to start at the bottom of your hair and work your way up through those tangles. And the last one, which is a really great invention, is the wet brush. All right, so the last tool we want to talk about is the wet brush. This is my wet brush. You can see this is the brand, but there's others out there. It doesn't have to be the wet brush brand. This is one of the larger paddle brush styles that I prefer, especially if you have thicker or longer hair. They come in all sizes. The main thing is that you should never use a regular brush to comb out wet hair. It causes breakage in your hair. These bristles are made to give as it's going through your hair so that it's gentler to get those tangles out, even though it may take a little longer or kind of, sectioning the hair. That's its whole purpose. So I highly suggest, and especially if you're tender-headed, these are great. If you have little girls that are tender-headed, using a wet brush. Okay, and so for your wet brush, the proper way to use the wet brush is very similar. You want to start at the bottom of your hair and work your way up through the top. These bristles do give, so you may feel like it's not getting all the way through your hair. Well, technically it's not going to go all the way through your hair on the first several brushes. As it continues to do that, it's working through those tangles without breaking your hair. So if your hair is really thick, really tangled, you might want to, section it down the middle and do one side at a time, but it's going to be worth it to take that time and use a wet brush and not use a regular brush so that you don't cause breakage. So if you use a regular brush when your hair is wet, their bristles aren't meant to give like these are. They stay stiffer, and your hair is the most elastic when it's wet, and that's why it will cause it to snap and break, and that's why it's a big no-no. So if you're going to use a brush, use a wet brush. Okay guys, so I know these last few videos have been pretty basic and maybe not as exciting, but I wanted to get some fundamental tips out to properly take care of your hair so that when we start doing tutorials, you'll already have that information and your hair will style even better. So I promise that the next video is going to be a tutorial, the next several probably. I have a lot of great ideas and you guys have given me even more ideas, so I'm really excited about that and I hope you are too. So make sure that you guys are subscribed, give me a like, and leave a comment below, and I hope y'all have a blessed day.